spoonful of pickle can make any meal into a feast. With evergreen variety of flavors, the pickle business is growing faster than ever. But making great pickles is just the start. Turning it into a business takes the right knowledge, like how do you choose the best location and set up production? What registrations, licenses and government benefits can help you get started? Which types of pickles have the highest market demand? From kitchen to marketplace. Learn everything step by step with our Pickle Business course.
Boss Wallah. Be the boss.
Welcome to the How to Start a Business in Pickles course. At the mention of the word pickle, one is reminded of the village when mother... In fact, every year, before the onset of the rains, when we had summer holidays in the months of April and May, over 15 to 20 days at home, preparing papads, fried snacks and pickles was a routine. We used to make papads and pickles that could last us for over a year. That taste of those pickles and papads, that yum, after we've moved to Bangalore, over the last 14-15 years, we haven't found that again ever. However, what I now wonder is that we used to make such tasty pickles back then. Why didn't we even once think of selling them in a market? Now when I go visiting to my relatives' houses, my friends' houses, I've had the pickles made by the mothers of those homes. Homemade pickles are so yummy, I tell you. So tasty, isn't it? But those pickles, we could sell them in the market. We could get a business out of it. We never thought of it. The amount of pickle that we need at home, the papads and fried snacks that we need. I mean, how much can one consume over a year? If you were to buy papads and pickles that you need for an entire year, you might end up spending what? 1,000 rupees? 2,000 rupees? To save that 2,000 a year, we spend about 15 to 20 days making papads and pickles at home. Instead, if we had approached into this activity as an industry, imagine how much we could have earned out of it. Today, you might think, how much pickle does one eat anyway? As an accompaniment, we haven't understood the size of the food industry. In India, pickles are made in almost every home, but we hardly sell them. The global pickle market is worth 80,000 crore. How much? 80,000 crore rupees. But what India exports is less than 500 crores. The total net worth of the entire volume of the pickle exported by India is worth less than 500 crore rupees. Such a large market. And look at our share in it. And then also, in our country today, in a population of 138 crore, 48.2% are women. Which means roughly half the populace of India are women. But do you know? Those working in the formal sector, or the working population, so to say, which is close to 60 crore people, the number of women in that is a measly one. Hardly 15 to 16%. Which means women aren't going out for work. Most of our women are staying back at home to take care of their children, their aged parents, their in-laws, and family obligations. They're forced to stay at home. The thing is, staying at home isn't wrong. But while at home, if one could utilize their free time better, you can actually even earn something out of it. You don't have to turn into an industrialist or build a factory. We make pickles all the time. Now at home, the pickle that you make for your family and your relatives, just make 10 times that or 20 times that. Then pack it well. Now in fact, you get ready-made jars and boxes that you can pack them in. If you feel like it, you could even print a label for that and stick it on that and then sell them. It's that simple. Today, this course that I've put together for you, my very objective of this is because many women have asked me, sir, please suggest some earning for us. Something that we can do from home. We can't go to office leaving behind kids, aged parents and in-laws at home. There are hundreds of ideas which you could operate from home. One of that is the pickle business. A key benefit of the pickle business is also that you aren't limited to selling it in just your town or city. You could sell your pickles in cities across the world. You can even export them, sell them online. You think your pickles are tasty? Sell them on Amazon, on Flipkart. Sell them. Whichever corner of the country that you live in, whichever village that you are in, you just need access to the internet. And you can open your store on Flipkart, on Amazon, virtually. And you can list your pickles there. The moment a few customers buy your pickles and like them, initially share the link yourself with a few known people and get them to order. Ask them to also write a review each. As the reviews add up, your business will also begin to grow. Let's say a turnover of 5 lakh. 10 lakhs a year? Imagine the profit you'll make. Today in our country, I keep telling this time and again, amidst a population of 138 crore people, the income tax department data says that less than 50 lakh people earn 10 lakhs or more annually. Think about it. 138 crore people in the country and less than 50 lakh people earning about 10 lakh rupees every year. Now fine, that's the official data from the IT department. Let's say all the unofficial and accounted ones all put together makes that 1 crore of them. Why are there so few of them? We aren't experimenting enough, trying out new ways. Let me put it this way. When I travel to other countries, the developed countries, they don't themselves make all the stuff that they consume. We, on the other hand, indulge ourselves in making papads, fried snacks, pickles for days together. They focus on one thing for a livelihood. They do that so well and therefore make a living out of it. You too should do that. Do you have cows in your backyard? Are you keen on selling milk from those cows? If that's the intent, then you must grow it all the way to a dairy farm. Start from 50 liters, do 100 liters, and then be able to sell 1,000 liters. Only then will a business grow into an industry and you will see lasting income. If you limit your efforts to just household expenses, then you'll never be able to set up anything big. So indulge in one thing. If you believe that you can make really tasty pickles, then we have the mentors to guide you. They'll share with you how did they set shop, their best practices. And these are not novices. These are people who have been in the business for the last 15 years, 30 years. Some for 35 years have been running the pickle business. They therefore have a lot of experience. Some even export their pickles. Some sell the stuff in different cities of India. They have been there, done that. They have a complete understanding of this business. They'll coach you today. Each of these 5 mentors have a unique and different background. Some have a large setup like an industrial format. Some run it from their houses. We'll meet all of them today. We'll get them to answer all your queries. Today, they are going to teach you. If you're keen on setting up a pickle factory or commence a pickle business from your home, a small one or at a medium scale, what are the steps involved? The preparations, the equipment, all that is required. How much money you'll need. Once you've made the pickles, where do you sell them? What are you likely to earn? How about pricing? How do you fix that? They'll share all of that with you. So then, are you ready to learn from our mentors? If yes, then allow me to introduce you to your mentors in my next session. Come back, I'm waiting. I have told you this at the launch of a financial freedom app. Be it anything in life, if you want to be successful, you should have a clear goal ahead of you and an able coach behind you. Today, to help you succeed in the pickle business, we have sourced out 5 coaches. Each of these 5 have spent about 15, 20, 30, and 35 years in the pickle business. So they are going to coach you in detail. Very popular pickle brand. So let's go and meet all these mentors. Come on.
Hi, my name is KP Nagesh. I started the pickle business in the year of 2004. My mother was the inspiration for it. My mother used to prepare citron pickle very well. Everyone used to like the pickle. Keeping that in mind, I wanted to give the same taste to everyone and thus started preparing it. My relatives suggested me to start the pickle business, and that is when I started this business. Initially, I used to prepare pickle from just 20 citrons, and people used to purchase from my home. Gradually, business started to expand. Currently, we are in this position. I did not request or market the pickle to everyone. However, people came from nearby taluks and they purchased our pickle. We started off initially without any intentions. After 5 or 6 years, we started off as homemade pickle. We placed a board in front of our house as Mane Uppinkai, that means homemade pickle. People traveling around noticed it and they started to purchase it. Word of mouth publicity has worked for us. We called it Mane Uppinkai, that means homemade pickle, simply because it was prepared at home. We prepare it in a very hygienic way. Our business has grown really well. We prepare pickle of mango, lemon, and Indian hog plums in a very different way. No one else prepares as we do. Everyone liked the taste of it, and especially people like Indian hog plums pickle a lot. The taste is unique. Many shops sell our pickle, and Indian hog plums pickles is sold very well everywhere, and then mango pickles also. There is one more variety of lemon pickle which is sold very well. It's Malnad special, and we are preparing and selling it as Kodagu style pickles. Now our brand homemade pickle is very popular, and people recognize me as Pickle Nagesh. No one specifically called me as KP Nagesh.
My name is Narayan Bhatt. I started to work in a company in Mandya for a salary of rupees 100 to earn a living. The salary was not enough for me and my family. Nothing can be done with a salary of rupees 100 or 200. That is when I decided to do some small business to earn money, and also which could sustain for some years. I decided to start pickle business. In 1970, I bought lemon to start the pickle business. Initially, I started off with lemon pickle. This is how I expanded my business from then. At first, it was lemon pickle, and then it was mango pickle. We stored the mangoes for pickle, and the storage is very important because we need to store the mangoes for the entire 1 year to prepare mango pickle. I had a very little investment then, and one of my friend helped me to get a loan of rupees 500 from bank. With this investment, I started the pickle business. There were other businesses also, but we had the facility to store and preserve the pickle for a couple of months for selling. Whether business happens on daily basis or not, but pickle business is only one which can be stored for a couple of months before selling. This was the reason to start the business. People were not aware of the preparation of selling of pickle. That is when we prepared pickle and gave it to few shops to sell. The worth of the product can be decided only when the customers come back to purchase the product again.
My name is Dr. Lakshmi Devi Gopnath. I am a housewife for 13 years with 2 kids. I am the eldest daughter-in-law of a joint family. I was completely involved into a small world of mine, like looking after my kids and family. I wanted to achieve something else apart from being a housewife. I had a dream in my heart from a long time which I always wanted to fulfill. When my children grew up and when they were not dependent, and also when they did not require my complete attention, I really thought that I could go out, step out and achieve something for myself. My father-in-law Nagraj was founder of Mathura Groups. Mathura Groups was into hotel industry. The services extended by hotel would be limited in market. To expand the same and to witness the growth of Mathura Groups all over the world, we had to enter into a different sector. That is when I decided to start off with the processed food sector. In the beginning, Association of Women Entrepreneurs of Karnataka, which is located in Bangalore, train people in several business startups in various districts. They do many workshops. Being a housewife is very important role. My knowledge was very limited to my home and family. Before starting a business, I underwent a training. I underwent a 6-week training to know how to start a business. Before I finished the training, I started off my business with a very less amount. To be precise, my investment was less than rupees 100 to start my business. Back then, there was DIC registration. I did the DIC registration and started selling the product by participating in exhibition. Thus, started the business in small scale. Started this business by making 2 kg jam. But now there are 54 products in the company. The company has grown step by step. Initially, it was required for us to get a FPO license. The authority which was supposed to give the license to enter South India was located in Chennai. The license is given to the place where the manufacturing takes place. If the manufacturing place does not get the license, it will be difficult to create a branded product, and also it will be illegal. By using a vacant incubator, an FPO license, and also by getting the manufacturing done at Bangalore and then shifting the products to Shimoga.
My name is Naveen Somyaji. As I was not satisfied with the income generated, I started the papad and pickle business. At first, we started to prepare it from home. Investment was very less as we did not go through any financial assistance. That is why we started the preparation from home. When we felt that income was less, we started to prepare tender mango pickle initially. We also prepared tender mango appi midi pickle. We used to purchase tender mango from people who were preparing pickle from Hubli and Dharwad area. We started to develop it slowly initially, and we started to use the local tender mango from our place. We started to sell mango, mixed, amla. We used to purchase it from local farmers. We never used to purchase it from outside. We started to prepare the pickles with whatever stock we used to get from the local farmers only. And that kind of helped us to improve our business because the raw material was available to us from the local market only. And that way we were able to market it and also prepare it with a very lesser investment.
Hello, I'm Idayatullah. I'm doing this business successfully from the year 1997. I started the pickle business because I always wanted to own a business. My father was into pickle business and I continued the same. I started off the business by selling pickle of 1 rupee with only 2 workers. Today I have 10 workers here in the pickle factory. Shopkeepers ask for the Gemini pickles, and this is how famous our pickle is right now.
So you met your mentors. They are now ready to coach you. You'll get answers to all your questions. What you first need to understand, however, is why pickle business. I've told you that this market is worth 80,000 crore. The value of the pickles that get sold every year across the world is 80,000 crore. But is it enough if you know just that? Of course not. There are other details that we need to learn. For the pickle business, you need raw material. Where do you source that from? You don't get those in all places. And then, where do you get the relevant labor from? And then, once you have made the pickle, you'll eventually even have to sell it, isn't it? To sell, you'll need a supportive ecosystem even for that. So it's only possible if you know all of that. Our mentors are going to tell you about that today. Why did they venture into this? And how even you could become a pickle business owner. They'll tell you all about that in our next session. Come back, I'm waiting. I've told you in the How to Start a Business course, the course that details how one should get into business. I've shared there that for any business which you wish to begin, one, you should have potential customers there. That is, there must be people who'll want to buy your product. There must be a market for your stuff, a big one at that. Second, for that market, the product that you want to sell to potential customers, you should have the expertise to make that. If not, you won't be able to provide what the customers desire, and resultantly, you won't stay in the business for long. Coming to our mentors, why did they choose pickle business? What do they say? Some say that they are in it for a livelihood, for the children, for an earning. That's why they began. But others seem to have their own unique reasons. Let's hear all of them. Come.
Pickle industry is one industry which can be witnessed at various levels. Pickle business can be done by a housewife at her home as well as it can be done by a well-equipped huge MNC. In South India, there is no house without a pickle, hence it is one of the most sought after industry, which is always in demand. This industry is very important industry which has developed a lot over the years. Government's ABEDA, Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority, is supporting the pickle industry a lot to export the products. Even though Indians living in different countries have adopted the eating habits of the countries they live in and have not forgotten Indian pickle as it has become an important aspect of our culture. That is how the demand never decreases for the pickle. This shows that the pickle industry can be started at various levels, be it at home or at a huge company. At the local market in Shimoga, we have several pickle manufacturing units. As the raw materials for pickles are easily available in this region, there are several manufacturing registered industries. There are unorganized industries which prepare pickles at home without being registered, and also we have big pickle industries here. I feel that concentrating on outside market is always better than concentrating on local market. Food industry will never go out of fashion because there is always demand and supply. Any industry might get old as the technology comes in and might lose the importance, but food industry never loses its importance. Food is always in demand because it is necessary. We as women entrepreneurs face a lot of challenges every now and then. Made my voice heard here in this competitive industry. We face hurdles, but we never step back. We focus on what's required to grow and materialize. There should be coordination at the work atmosphere. Only if the family supports, we can grow eventually. We as entrepreneurs have to have enough knowledge in order to sustain and survive, focus and stay strong even in difficult times. I take all the precautions and a lot of courage goes into this. This has made way to meet our expectations in return. Keeping this in mind, we undertake advanced technology to grow in our respective field eventually. Even in this tough times or the COVID times, the patience, the perseverance is what I meant. The team is relentlessly working hard, making the ends meet. Eventually, we are tasting the success and we're growing to meet the people's expectations is our utmost priority now.
I had coffee plantation earlier, but due to various reasons, I came out of coffee plantation. I developed this industry. I had coffee plantation, but still I liked this business. Once the pickle business developed, I gave more importance to pickle business. People in Kodagu purchase our pickle from different places because it's available in several shops. I made it a point to concentrate on the quality of our product every time we prepare. Quality is very important. This is a small scale industry, but we have good counter sales. We sell in our shops. Also, we send it to other shops to sell. They also sell it. I have never tried to market the pickle till now. People have come to me asking for the pickles for themselves. Many people tried this industry, but they couldn't do it. There are few secrets which we follow. This helps us to give the same taste and quality to the customers. We would like to follow the same thing in future also. The quality of the pickle should be good. It should be tasty and clean. We should maintain the quality always. If we deliver the pickle with quality in which people believe and will surely like it. There is a trend nowadays in which they use chemicals, the ones in the bottles normally. I give the best quality and no compromise in price also. People like the taste and quality of our pickle and definitely they purchase it.
Pickle business is profitable. Losses do not occur usually in this business. Sometimes the profits might fluctuate. The cost of the chilies has increased a lot. 1 quintal of chili powder will cost rupees 14,000, but we are still providing the pickle with the old pricing. There will be minimum loss, but we need to maintain that by doing more sales. This is how it works. New pickle companies come into existence and they close down. It will be difficult for them to do the business because of the existence of the recognized companies like us. Shops take our products easily, whereas it will be difficult for new companies because they will not be in a position to give guarantee to their products. New companies will not be in a position to guarantee the durability of the pickles. They cannot give a vague explanation because they will be in a problem. This is one reason the shops usually don't prefer a new brand pickles. They purchase pickles from recognized companies which are into existence from long time in market. ISI branded can be brought, but I have never purchased one. ISI brand is not that important for pickle industry or its sales. ISI mark is there to portray the significant growth of the industry.
From the beginning, I was not indulged into the financial matters as I did not know about it. I knew few things about the business because my father had trained me regarding the same. Not only my father trained me, but he had also advised me about what is right and what is wrong in this business. This helped me to gain little knowledge about the business. I had always thought of this business, so I decided to do this business as I was sure of being very successful. When my father was in charge of this business, there were only two kinds of pickle. One made out of mango and the other was lemon pickle. After I took over, I introduced amla pickle, mixed pickle, and I also introduced 1 rupee sachet pickle, which is being successful. In present day scenario, the investment in the pickle industry is very huge. Huge companies are also doing this pickle business. A big company by name Kevin Care is providing pickle at the cost of 50 paisa and 1 rupee only. To compete with such big companies, it's very difficult because it becomes very difficult to match the schemes provided by such companies. It's also tough to be successful. Today, the situation is completely different. Earlier, pickle industry was not taken seriously. They used to think that it can be done by anyone. But today, the situation is completely different. This business can be done by anyone, and that too easily. It can even be started in a very small scale at house. It's very difficult to compete with bigger companies. The pickle industry has grown a lot. No matter how many people decide to start a pickle business, we have a huge market where all the pickle manufacturers can sustain. Anyone can go to the market and market their pickles. In the present situation, shopkeepers are supporting all the pickle manufacturers now. It was different once upon a time. Earlier, big companies used to market their products in TV and the shops used to promote their products. Today the scenario is different because anyone can market their products and the shops help them in selling their product. Today, the shops and the customers welcome new products with an open heart which are introduced to them, thinking of giving a chance to the newcomers. Profits usually depends on the raw materials we purchase, as the raw materials are season based. For example, mangoes need to be bought once in a year. In that particular season, mangoes need to be purchased and stored well in advance to make a profit. Otherwise, it's difficult to make profits. If we purchase the mango cut pieces from others and make pickle, we cannot make profits. It is always better to go in person to purchase the mangoes and then cut it into pieces and then store it with salt in plastic drums for 6 months or more. We make lemon pickles. We use carrot and we also use chilies for the preparation of mixed pickle. The pickle industry is season based. In winter season, we find lemon for lesser cost. We purchase mangoes in the mango season and we store it for a couple of months. We have our own place in which we have plastic drums which can contain up to 250 liters. So we cut the mangoes and lemon and we store it in these drums with salt. We cover it completely. We wash it before cutting it into small pieces. We mix it well with salt and then keep it stored in a drum. There are many companies in the market which export pickles to most of the different countries. People of our country and also people of other countries are purchasing the pickle. Brand, quality, and the taste is very important for exporting the pickle.
As to why our mentors ventured into the pickle business, now what we need to learn next is, can we set up the pickle business in any place, or is that possible only at specific locations? Water, raw materials, travel, transport, facilities such as that. Are there any terms and conditions for that? What are those? Or how did our mentors choose to set shop wherever they actually have? They'll share that in our next session. Come back, I'm waiting. When it comes to a pickle factory, which town you set it up is not important. How much space do you need and how clean are the surroundings? Only that is. If you choose some dirty place like a cowshed or a barn, your pickles will be equally yucky. Moreover, tomorrow by chance some customer comes visiting your place, no one will buy from you. So you can set your shop in a remote village, in a faraway place, no sweat. But the place has to be tidy and hygienic. Only then can you bring out a healthy product. Our mentors have a lot of expertise in this regard. We asked them, what did you do? As in, how do they manage? Let's hear what they have to say to this.
Location for the business depends upon the scale at which we are setting up. If one is planning to start the business in small scale, it can be started primarily at house by using small containers in limited space. As the business develops, it has to be in an organized way because even unorganized business setup at home would require to obtain FSSAI license. If one has to make an organized sector, they have to follow certain rules. With 1,000 square feet place, a small unit can be set up. As the business develops, it can be expanded according to the needs. It's important to select the region to set up business. We have to select a region where the raw materials are available. If we are setting up the business in dry land, we would have to get the raw materials from a different place. The raw materials will not be fresh if there is no proper transportation facility. The best place to set up a business is where the availability of raw materials is easy. If a pickle business is set up in a city like Shimoga, it will be very helpful because the raw materials of good quality and quantity will be available very easily. After the production and the step of packing, we will not find the labels or other necessities in local area. We will have to get it from different city and this increases the cost of the inward and outward transportation. We have to keep these things in mind to select a suitable place to set up the business. For any industry to be profitable, the cost plays an important role. Pricing of the product cannot be finalized by one's own wish in the market. We have to keep in mind that the costing should be effective. And also we should concentrate on giving qualitative product as it is food industry. Creating balance is very important. Initially, renting or leasing a place would be beneficial than setting up an own space. It is always better to move into our own space only when the business improves as time passes.
Owning a place to do pickle business is always helpful. Renting or leasing a place is always difficult. Rent will be increasing in every 6 months or a year. It will be difficult to arrange for all the facilities we require. If one lease, we might need to look out for a new place after the lease period. Starting the business in one place is always better. It can be started in 1 or 1.5 acres land by constructing the building on the entire land to store the stock, or it can be done in 20 guntas by constructing 30,000 square feet building to start off in limited budget. We have done it in a limited budget by calculating each and every aspect perfectly.
Directly proportionate to your investments. It depends on the capital. It depends on your investment planning. It can be started in a very small scale, medium scale, or large scale. That all depends on one's financial investment. According to me, staying close to the market is always better. If there is no problem in the inflow of the raw materials, the outflow of the products can be maintained somehow. If inward of raw materials are done on a daily basis, then the inventory needs to be maintained. There will be no need of storing the raw materials. There is no limit for manufacturing units. I have known industries which have been set up in 10 acres of land. Also, I know people who have set up the business from their home. Everything depends on the total volume of sales. I have also seen people doing business from their houses. If you take our example, we started off the business from hall of our home. Gradually, as the sales increased, we utilized the resources we had and we constructed a building according to the needs. Difference will always be there in the investment. If you are in the city and if you buy a plot, it will be very expensive. So one has to start from renting a small plot. If it is in a village, one might be able to purchase and start the business. One should be clear about the volume to calculate an investment in later point of time. It will be better if it is located close to the market. Pickle industry can be set up anywhere, even in car garage. There are many more things related to it. Addition of new products is very important. Introducing the new product is the reason for the growth of any industries, especially in India. So if you're looking to start pickle business, there are things to remember. You don't have to worry about what kind of a place that you start the business at. It is completely fine. You can start at your house, you can start in a small godown. But all that matters is you need to keep adding product, and that's how you can improve your sales, increase the volume of sales, and you can be competitive in the market.
My wife and me started preparing the pickles in our home. I used to get the citrons from market and we used to cut at our home. When we started, it was only my wife and me. But today we have few other workers. My wife takes care of preparation. I only handle the marketing part. I purchase the required raw materials. Few raw materials will have to be stored for at least 1 year. We do store it. For example, lemon will be stored for 1 year. We store them in drums. Few secrets which we cannot disclose here. Indian hog plums are available only in the month of May. So we have to store them till the May of next year. It depends on the demand in the business. If the business grows well, this place will be congested. I have asked my son to join our business. He has done his MBA from Bengaluru. Now he has come here, leaving the city of Bengaluru, to improve our home industry. We have plans of expanding the business. There is no limit as such. It is simple. We should follow the same procedure what we follow at our homes. Preparing the pickles manually is always better because people do not prefer pickles prepared by machines. People will like the quality and the taste only when it is prepared manually. We should maintain the quality, that is when people will like it. People will stay away from the products if it is prepared by machines. That is why we have always improved by doing it manually and continue the same. It should always taste like a homemade pickle, which is of good quality. We make sure that all the raw materials we use is always of the best quality. We always use high quality edible oil. We never compromise in the quality of oil. That's the reason why people like us. When people come to purchase,
To start a business, a vacant space is sufficient. A place like Godown would do good. We need vacant space to place the drums and also for us to walk around. To do a business in medium scale, we have created a place in 2,400 square feet. We feel this place is small, so we have plans of doing business in larger space. My father used to prepare pickles at home. Back then, we did not have enough space. We were not able to place the plastic drums to store. We need space to at least accommodate 1,000 plastic drums to store the raw materials such as mango, lemons, and carrot in the season while we prepare pickles. If we build a place in the outskirts of the city, it will be really tough for us to get the raw materials such as mango and lemon from the market. So we created this place exactly in the middle of the city. When it comes to transportation, we do not transport the goods in our own vehicle. We find the transport facility available just 3 kilometers away in a place by name Santepete. When we give the materials to the transportation, they transport it to the agencies. Finding abundant water and labor is really important for the business.
Our mentors too initially started from their homes, all in a small way. But how did they then later graduate or upgrade their setup? Did they register? Proprietorship? Partnership? Or a private limited company? What did they do? All of that they're going to share with you in the next session. Come back soon. I'm waiting. for any business that you do in this country, you will definitely need some registrations vis-a-vis the law of the land, isn't it? Let's try and get all the information from our mentors. In fact, I have also shared the same details in my How to Start a Business module. You can also watch the same on our Financial Freedom app. Nevertheless, let's also ask our mentors for the same details. Come with me.
As I told earlier, that the legal requirements and the registration process has been centralized. Firstly, we have to take the license from the local body such as municipality or the corporation. All the food related industries have to take the FSSAI license, that is Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. This license will be available in the health departments. It can be obtained by applying online, or one can visit the respective offices directly to obtain the license. They will help us in getting the license by providing all the information and the requirements. These two licenses are very, very important. Legally, we have to obey the rules laid down for labeling. The label should showcase all the information as mentioned by the government for selling. False claims should not be mentioned on the label. The email ID, a phone number, customer feedback number, and the FSSAI number has to be mentioned on the label. If a customer buys our pickle, he should have all the information about us. Complete information of ingredients used to prepare it, the benefits of the user, information about the nutrition. Sometimes they do not ask nutrition value in spices, but sometimes they might check. By providing these nutrition information, we have to strictly obey and follow the rules while labeling. Food grade containers should be used. One cannot use any plastic container. These are the few things which we need to follow legally. Only food grade containers should be used top pack and any product. Udhyam registration can also be done. FSSAI can be downloaded from Google and submitted to the regional health departments.
If to be explained in detail, it again depends on your scale of investment. For a small scale startup, having FASI license and GST registration will be enough. If it is a plan to set up in a village, Panchayat license and license from Karnataka State Pollution Control Board will be enough. Once the scale of business is expanded, registration need to be done for the factory acts. It all depends on the scale of business. As our area comes under green belt, we will have very minimal waste, and also it is biodegradable. Pollution Control Board license will be required. We will also require license from factory acts, and license from FASI need to be obtained. We got the license from Udupi district. GST registration need to be done according to the requirements. Everything depends on the turnover. If any industry has to be set up in home, FASI license is must, and that's a requirement. In order to obtain FASI license, Pollution Control Board certificate is needed. Also, if the business is located in village limits, Panchayat license has to be obtained. If the business is located in city limits, license from corporation or municipality is required. So these three are very important. And in order to get FASI, these three licenses must be obtained. Be it any business, FASI license should be obtained. The charges will be nominal. For a small scale industry, it would cost rupees 500. The government has allotted very nominal fees towards FASI. Anyone can obtain the FASI license. It is a required document for a retail shop too. It can be obtained very easily. An inspection will be done in which they check the ambience of the place. They will also buy the product from the market to test. It is related to them. Here, the business has to be set up in a hygiene way. It is our responsibility not to adulterate the food product. As a good citizen, we have to follow that. In order to obtain FASI, they will have to get license from 3 or 4 organizations. They will inspect the premises. It has to be maintained well. Hygiene should be maintained while packing. After inspecting, if they are convinced with the quality, they will issue the license. All the licenses are related. If you have to obtain one license, you have to get the other 3 licenses. They inspect only about the food quality and the adulteration. It can be obtained easily and immediately without spending much money. First, the premises registration should be done. We are in a village limit, so we require the panchayat license and then the license from Pollution Control Board. If one register with GST and then submit the other two licenses, FASA license can be obtained very immediately. These are the minimum things which we need to have to set up a business.
FSSAI license can be availed in taluk offices such as a district health office. An application needs to be filled up and a nominal fees per year needs to be paid. We can take the license for any number of years. Example, for 5 years, license can be renewed every year. If the license is not renewed within the due date, the license number will be cancelled. There will be a FSSAI license number given which requires to be present on the label of each container. The FSSAI number can be renewed 15 days in advance but should never be renewed after the due date because the license number will be cancelled. If it happens, then one has to print the new license number on each and every label on the container. This is one risk. So one should be very careful. It might cost around rupees 1500 every year. No registration is required to be done for a pickle manufacturing unit. It depends on where the building is located. For e.g. municipality or panchayat, if the building is located in panchayat limit, panchayat license needs to be obtained. Manufacturing license is required. As I told earlier, license from DHO is necessary. We need to get license for the equipment and generator we use. There is separate license for everything. We get the license for generator from the DG office and also we need to register in labor office. And license from pollution control board is necessary. According to pollution control board, a tank needs to be constructed. Wastage water from the industry can be let out. The same wastage water needs to be recycled. These are the measures by PCB. To take a loan from Khadi board, we need to apply in the PM-EGP scheme and avail a loan from bank. We also get a subsidy. If it is done in rural area, 35% subsidy can be availed. Whereas in city limits, the subsidy percentage will be 25%.
So you heard our mentors that there are many people who have got their businesses registered before starting them, more like an organized food industry. And then there are also those who have preferred to keep it small and simple just from their homes. My suggestion, however, is that you should always keep the future in mind when you begin a business. It is definitely possible to achieve big only if you envision that and plan for it and work towards that. But if you confine your very vision to that of a small setup, like it's enough if I eke out a living, it won't go anywhere. You should rather plan of expanding the business and exporting your pickles to many countries across the world. To do something like that, you should lay a strong foundation to the company that you're registering. It's that simple. Now that you know about registration, licensing, and taxes, let's learn about how much money is actually required to start a business in pickles. Is just 10,000 rupees enough, or do we need 10 lakhs to start the business? Now, that's a big question by itself, isn't it? And are there any subsidies or incentives by the government? Our mentors will answer all these questions in the next session. It'll be interesting to know. Come back soon, and I will be waiting. There's a capital expense to begin any business. You'll need money. It's the same with the pickle business as well. Even if you start it in a very small way, you'll still need money. Whether it's 1,000 rupees or more, even if you were to get all the ingredients and raw materials for free, for example, the baby mangoes, the lemon, and even if you were to get these for free, you will still need money for the container boxes or the sachets. That will still be your expense. Even if you were to start in a very small way, you will still need money for the packaging, isn't it? To put it into boxes and sachets and then get it listed in the market and sell it. Later, you can reinvest the very money that you earn from the business to scale this up and expand it. But if you wish to set it up at a large scale right from the beginning and you want to know if the government will help you, yes, you can avail a loan under the Mudra loan scheme. You can approach the Stand Up India division. If you are a woman entrepreneur and you are from a backward community, you have some options there as well. Even our mentors seem to have exercised these options of subsidies and loans from the government. How much money was actually required to start the business? A few have started the business from the money that they had saved earlier in their lives. Let's listen to what they have to say about it. Come on.
Initially, I started the pickle business with a very small investment. Once the business experienced the growth, I took a loan from KSFC to expand the business. As I mentioned earlier, pickle business is one business which can be started from a very small investment, or it can be started with an investment which has no limit. This business can be started off with a very small investment and can be expanded as the business flourishes. One can also make a huge investment to start pickle business. Thus, there are choices to start the business in any scales. Bank loans can be availed. Initially, I invested the money which I had with me to start the business. Later on, I availed a loan from KSFC. The interest rate was 4% for women industrialists back then. Right now, they have temporarily stopped giving loans. By availing the loan, I expanded the business. To start a pickle business in very small scale, we can also avail loan under the PM Mudra Yojana scheme. For the existing manufacturing units, PM FME scheme is also very supportive as it provides a loan with 35% subsidy. For the new startups, the industry has to avail loan in one district, one product scheme by government. When we take loan from Khadi Udyam, there is a scheme by name Margin Money Scheme. We generally focus and get things prioritized. We always follow a system and work accordingly. The team enables it and accomplishes it.
Initially, I started off the business with an investment of rupees 5,000. A friend of mine became a guarantor for the loan of rupees 5,000, which I avoided from bank. I started the business with that amount. As the business improved, I took a loan of rupees 35,000 by giving a surety of my friend's home. Thus, I improved the business with that amount. I also availed a loan of rupees 10,000 from Karnataka State Khadi and Village Industries Board. With total loan amount of rupees 35,000, I improved my business. Later, I felt that the amount was insufficient and hence I borrowed credit from other people to improve the business. By the time I came from Nanjangoodu, my investment and turnover was rupees 50 lakhs. If you start the business with whatever money you have, it will be a limited scale investment. Further, you have to improve the sale. In future, when the sale increases, the business can be expanded. If one has the capacity to borrow money from outside, they can invest by doing so. If one is brave enough to store the raw materials for a long time by being confident about the quality, and if one is confident of doing good sales, they can do so by borrowing money and investing. It is better to have cash in hand while starting the business newly. Bank will never give money for the complete investment. We have to initially start off the business and furnish the details in bank, and that is when they will provide a loan amount of 25 lakhs or 35 lakhs. Every month we need to pay rupees 20,000 for electricity. Also, the salary for the workers needs to be paid. Apart from the cost of raw materials which we purchase and store like lemon, mangoes, vegetables and salt, we also need to prepare the chili powder. Purchasing of chilies, oil, mustard, hing for tempering. Also, the salary for the workers needs to be paid. A minimum of rupees 300 per head needs to be paid per day. There will also be other expenses which occur once in a year. Purchasing of soap oil for cleaning the
Again, it depends on the investment. Investment is directly proportional to the size of the production. So it all depends how you want to start, in what scale you want to start the business. For example, mangoes. Mangoes can be cut by hand or in machines. So everything depends on your volume of production. This is an industry which can be run in a very small scale also. Your business is clearly based on the kind of investment that you want to invest to start any business. Especially if you talk about pickle business, investment plays a key role because that decides what kind of machineries that you need to bring in, what kind of product, and what is the quantity of product that you want to produce, and what kind of raw material that you would use to produce. And that also draws a line on the quality. And that describes what kind of quality packing that you prefer. So now let's talk about machineries. Machineries vary in quality and the rates. So you will have to choose the best one. That completely depends on the investment. At present, it is better to know about the process. Even if you buy a small machine, they will give you the training of how to use it. Because few machines are not available locally. We have to ship it from places like Maharashtra, Gujarat and Coimbatore. If there is any problem, it is locally repairable. But if there is a breakdown, then it is a bit of challenge. There is no fixed profit in this business because it completely varies on your sales. If there is a machine breakdown, there is no other go, but you have to get it repaired. Usually when we do a project report, we consider all these things to a percentage, but the percentage will definitely vary when machineries get old and wear off. We get an easy finance from the government side. They will immediately sanction the finance for the small scale industry. And even subsidy is also available. If there are women entrepreneurs, you get 5% extra concession. You have to do all these things through bank itself. If you approach the government, they will definitely approve. We have got provisions under Khadi which was very beneficial for us. For loan, it depends on the assets which you show them. You can either give them stock sets or you can mortgage any building if you have. There is no upper limit for profit. Minimum initially you will get at least 2 to 2.5 lakhs of profit. Khadi has only one condition, that your industry should not be situated in a rural area. They give financing mostly to home run business. But now they are even financing for medium sector business. We come under small scale industry yet.
So you heard what our mentors had to say. You have 5,000 with you. You can start the business with just 5,000. Or you can start it with even just 500. You need money only for the containers and sachets in the very beginning. People prefer to buy pickles which are well packed and presented. They'll take it even if it's packed in a simple but decent container. You can make the pickles in your home kitchen. No one will have a problem with that. But then they'll make their choice based on the packaging. So now that you've learned about the money and the options from the government, we need to learn about the infrastructure required to set up a pickle business. A pickle making factory. What's the equipment that's required? All these things will be revealed by our mentors in the next session. Come back quickly and I'll be waiting. If you want to set up and build a successful pickle industry, there are a few must-haves. Number one, raw materials. If you buy your raw materials irresponsibly, that is, if you buy your raw materials of poor quality because they costed less, or if you buy it from some random person without the due diligence, then the very quality of your pickle is also going to suffer equally. If you need good pickles, you must have good quality raw materials. Second, to mix the pickle, you will need basic machinery equipment. Third, the containers. You will need containers to pack your product. Many of the pickle makers manufacture the containers themselves. They don't buy it from outside, they themselves manufacture in the sizes that they require. You will need to learn about all these things. Our mentors will share their experiences on this, and they'll also suggest of what you could and should do. They will also show you the equipment that they are using. Come on, let's go and watch it live.
The design unit of any production should be such that the process should not break anywhere in between. Pickle production demands a lot of space. A huge hall-like space is needed for washing the products and drying, etc. The process needs to be followed, and accordingly the units need to be arranged in the order. First, a washing unit, then the drying unit. Storing the pickles in the barrels like these. We do not mix the spices to all the pickles at once. We only mix spices according to the demand. So we need to keep the mixing unit next, and later the tempering unit has to be placed. Finally, the packing and labeling should happen. When the process goes in a certain order, time management gets easier. Minimum 1,000 is the required space. Minimum space depends on how big your business grows. If the pickle preparation goes up to a multinational company level, only then automation is required. Otherwise, we need a chili roaster, a chili pulverizer, mustard roaster pulverizer, packaging machine, sealing and printing machine. Mixing is done manually. We can also use a heating machine while mixing. We find certified food grade containers in the market, and for packaging, we compulsorily have to use these containers. We order it from authentic bottle manufacturing companies. No sir, bottle manufacturing units are totally different. They have a completely separate setup and different process for that. For conveyance, first we have to get the raw materials, which is called an inward transport. Then we have to move the finished goods, which is called as outward transport. This can be done in two ways. When our unit is small, we can arrange a small van of our own for both inward and outward transportation. When our business grows, either we can do it in our own or hire a transportation company for the same.
For the same reason, we have set up a godown. We have a separate area for cutting the raw materials, a separate area for mixing it. We have to design the space, and it is very important to design the space by ourselves. Cutting and mixing process cannot be done in the same space. We should have dedicated space only for cutting, and it should always be done in the same place. If we keep changing places for the cutting process, the chances of pickle becoming stale are actually more. In the present day scenario, we have knives and other machineries used for cutting. Today, there are different machines to cut the different raw materials. For example, there is a lemon cutter machine, there is a mango cutter machine, there is a separate machine for cutting the chilies. Good thing is that all the machines are available in the market, and requirement of manpower is very less over here. If you're going for high investment, less manpower is sufficient. If your investment is low, then you have to depend on manpower for most of the jobs which is done in the business. According to government orders, there are separate factories to manufacture the containers. We buy the containers from them to fill our products. According to the regulations, the companies are supposed to manufacture 60 micron grade for the containers, and they are doing the same. They have containers of different capacities like quarter kg, half kg, and 1 kg. They manufacture and deliver containers according to our requirement. If you need a particular design, if you have the capacity to prepare a mold, you can give them the same and they will manufacture the container for you. We cannot give a random design for manufacturing the container. They have a particular catalog for each quantity container. We use approximately 5 HP current. Water usage is very less. During particular seasons, we will have to use water for washing lemons and mangoes. Other than that, water usage is less. So if you have 3 HP power or 5 HP power, you can use the machineries in single phase, and 1 tanker of water is sufficient. For the transportation of the pickles, it is always best to have our own vehicle like a small vehicle like Tata Ace would be the best. The commodities that are prepared can be transported without any damage. The chances of damage for the products are more if the transportation is outsourced. Mostly we do door-to-door delivery. It is safe when products which are prepared here are delivered directly to the agencies. It can be safely delivered. Otherwise, it is problem for us to take the products to a transport house. From the transport house, it is loaded to a vehicle from there. From the vehicle, it has to reach a common destination where it is unloaded. Again, an agency people will load it back to their vehicle. When there are so many hands of exchange, there is high risk of products getting damaged. So this risk can be avoided when we have our own vehicle, and also chances of the products getting returned will be very low. When it comes to the raw material, it is the same way for purchasing the raw materials too. When the availability of the raw materials is informed, when you have an own vehicle and a driver, you can always save on the expenditure. When transportation is hired, it might cost you ₹1,000, whereas it will cost you only 200 rupees if you do it in your own transport. This is how the own transportation is always better in the business.
When you take a license for an industry, usually the set of guidelines for the layout is provided. Rest is left to your experience because you would be sure of what kind of experience that you come with. It is just the use of common sense, how you utilize the space to the maximum extent. There are a variety of cutting machineries for mango cutting, but there are hand cutting industries even to this day. Machineries completely depends upon the scale of production. Fortunately, all scales of machineries are available today in India. Our own people who have set up machinery industries are doing really well. Olden day machines were not at all reliable and also repairing was a challenge. Today, machinery quality has improved a lot. Even for grinding, very good quality pulverizers are available in market today for any scale of production. Packaging again depends on your production. Packing smaller boxes are little difficult. There are varieties of pickles like cut mango, solid, semi-solid, and gravy are 3 types of mixture. They are not always consistent. So machineries meeting this requirement are being developed now. It is not happening in full scale. Definitely they will be ready in near future. The semi-automatic machines are already out in the market and are useful. If your packaging costs 1 paise or 50 paise, then manual labor will not work out. You will have to go for machinized packaging. Smaller industry requires manual packaging. Bigger industry will have to go with automated machines. Now let's talk about electricity and how to get them. You have to separate connection from MESCOM. Separate meters and connections are available for industrial purpose. Charges and deposits are different from the domestic usage. Coming to water consumption, we use approximately 2000 liters per day. When my father started off, he used his bike to transport the products, but now we have our own vehicle for transportation. It again depends on the volume to decide on the transportation. These days, transportation is never a problem because we have too many options available. There are state transports, daily transports, and local transports are also available. Transportation is not a problem anymore. Rented vehicles can also be used. We also sometimes use rented vehicles when the product has to be sent out of town. There is something called as part parcel where they transport the goods from 3 to 4 different manufacturers together. It is a saving for us in this way.
You heard them. You now know what's the kind of infrastructure that's required. Now, we need to learn which pickle sells more in the market, which is the pickle that has more demand. Let's go back to our mentors in our next session and learn about that. Come back soon. I'm waiting. There was a time when mango pickles sold the most, but now we have a variety of pickles that sell and sell well. The problem is not if we can introduce a new pickle. We could well dish out a new recipe. Manufacturing a certain quantity of that is also not difficult. But will people like it? Will people prefer it over their previous options? That is the tough part. We can never be sure of that. That is when you will have to give out samples in the market. You must have a good rapport with the distributor who can aid you with insight. Our mentors will now educate you on which pickles sell best and which pickle people like the most. They will also share with you as to how to experiment with a new recipe on preparing a new pickle variety. They'll give us all that information now. It'll be interesting to know. Let's listen to what they have to say. Come over.
When it comes to pickles, we can do it using any vegetable, but culturally, mango, lemon, and mixed vegetable pickle has more demand. In recent times, bitter gourd and garlic also has more demand. New experiments can also be done here. We come up with new combinations and test it in our R&D department because shelf life is very important. Trying something at home and keeping it for a week or two is different. When it is produced in a factory, it has to stay fresh in the market for up to 2 years. So, R&D is very, very important. When we do the research, we will know what materials to use and what not to use. Mainly, the chili powder and the mustard powder which we use increases the shelf life of the product, but when we bring in the tender mangoes, we have to handpick each fruit because if even one of them is stale, there is the risk of the whole lot getting spoiled. So this business need to be done with utmost care. If you're in profit, it will take you to heights, or else you might touch the rock bottom. The materials used, if not preserved properly, whole of the money, time and effort put in will go in vain. So, all these things need to be taken care of. In Mathura, food products we prepare 4 types of pickles regularly, which is mango, tender mango, lemon, and mixed vegetable pickles. And according to the demand, we prepare few other types of pickles also. While lemons are in demand, which is usually a bit sour than the regular lemons. Garlic pickle is also in demand. Some people ask for Kalale fruit pickle. Highest demand is for tender mango pickle. The name itself is mouth-watering for most of the people. Reaching people is easy these days. In olden days, TV and paper were the only medium to depend upon for advertisements. Since they would charge a lot for a small-scale industry, those were all unaffordable. Now that we have social media like Facebook and Instagram, it is easy for us to reach out to people and also for marketing. Tender mangoes, we get it from Ribbon Pete and Tulugudi, since the quality of the fruit is good over there. Lemons we buy locally, and also for mixed vegetables we buy locally. Salt also is local. Only chili we get it from Byarigi, which are hand-picked. Since there are many variety of chilies, we see them in person and choose whichever type we want. So chilies we get it from there, and rest are all sourced locally. During a particular season, we have to add salt and preserve the fruits or vegetables so that we can use it whenever there is demand. So there is never scarcity of any product. We will have an idea about the quantity of sale when demand exceeds that. We will have to go for other options like mixed vegetable pickle. Fruits like tender mango have to be collected and preserved in the season only, so that it meets the demand of the next 1-year plan.
Meeting people's needs is our.
We tend to be seasonal and sometimes biased. We focus on what's required in the current status of our society. We bring in the best to meet our customers' satisfaction. It is a huge risk. We enable the staff for it to rise and shine. We focus on bringing the best for the customers' taste preferences. All we need is a good plan and execution.
Sir, pickles can be done in a wide variety like pineapple pickle, carrot pickle, beetroot pickles, cabbage pickle. Likewise, every vegetable can be separately prepared into pickle. But demand is less for lemon pickle also. People eat less of lemon. Mixed vegetables is in demand. Garlic pickle is also popular. Since garlic is a bit costlier, people demand for less of that. In case garlic had same cost as others, no other pickle could beat the demand of garlic pickle. We sell half kg of garlic pickle for 160 rupees here in our counter itself, whereas other pickles are sold at around 40 to 45 rupees per bottle. Because if we purchase 50 kgs of garlic, 10 people will take 4 days just to peel it off. We have to pay the worker. Cumulatively, selling at 160 per bottle is also a loss for us. We have a counter in front of our factory. We sell all our products over there. People buy from there. When they come there for purchase, if we have come up with a new product, if we introduce it to them saying we have pineapple and hog plums pickle and they taste good, they take one bottle to try and also sometimes come back for the same product, which means demand has increased. This is how we promote ourselves. Loads of lemons, say 50 to 150 sacks, travel from Bangalore to reach us. Depending on the supply, usually a rate is fixed, say 300 to 350 rupees per sack of lemons. They send the bill to us and we pay them. We don't have to go there. They send goods in a van and we just have to pay the rent for the vehicle. Mango is an exception. Around 100 to 150 people in and around our village come and offer us mangoes. Earlier, they used to give it off to Muslims, say per acre or per so many trees or for 5 years or on lease and so on. Now, all they harvest directly come to us and we sell it at a rate of 8 to 11 rupees per kg. So they harvest it and on their own and sell it us to directly. So for mangoes, we have never gone out anywhere till date. We won't have to go in future also. Lemon are also seasonal during July, August and December. We cannot buy lemons in other times. During Ayush Puja time, it is 5 to 6 rupees per lemon. If we purchase for that rate, how can we sell? We sell at 40 rupees per half kg lemon pickle. It is not possible to sell at this rate. We sell for 100 rupees for 5 kgs. We can only buy the raw materials when they are cheap and preserve them and do the business. Even gooseberries are seasonal. Sometimes, if we over purchase also, they become black and get spoiled. So, we have to buy only quantities that is required. Bitter gourd is available round the year. It is enough if we ripen them along with salt for 15 days. We can prepare pickle. Garlic is also available round the year. We can buy it anytime, peel it off and prepare pickle. Makali root also is not available in the market. It has become a forest product now. It is very scarce. So, we have presently stopped the production of Makali root pickle. Otherwise, we used to prepare Makali root pickle also. Green chilli pickle cannot be prepared when the rates are high. We have to purchase it when it is cheap. Other vegetables can be bought any time of the year and it can be procured and make it ready at least in 1 month. Then according to the order what we get, we mix the pickle and we dispatch it.
If we consider all over India, cut mango pickle is the highest and fast moving pickle. Apart from that, mixed vegetable pickle is in demand. Tender mango pickle is very less compared to cut mango. Volume wise, if we compare, not even 10% of that will be moving. Because sourcing and outsourcing both are very difficult. But locally, tender mangoes are fast moving. It depends on the geography. Some places come up with pickles of leafy vegetable which is sold equally good. Few industry have gone up to an extent of making pickles out of dry fruits like raisin and cashew nuts, and people buy them as well. I am not restricting myself, but going forward one by one considering the limitation over here. I am always trying new things. We do cut mangoes, but our main sale is tender mangoes pickle. We also do mixed pickle, Bengal currant pickle, wild lime pickle, which is bigger in size than lemons, and lemon pickle. During season, we also prepare cannella fruit pickle. Now forest department grow and harvest this fruit. Earlier, it was a banned product, but now there are people who grow and sell bamboo shoot. We can purchase from them and prepare. Everything is seasonal. Pickles are all seasonal. So quantities meeting 1 year's demand has to be purchased at once. Bamboo shoot started creating demand in the market now. We never used to prepare this, but these days we have started making it and this has good margin for us. Everything is seasonal. Pickles are all seasonal. So quantities meeting 1 year's demand has to be purchased at once. Apart from these, we prepare mango tokku, which even other companies do. There is always room for innovations. At present, area-wise, our business reach is big. Retailers also trust in us and would want to buy from our company and sell it to their customers. As per government guidelines, we have mentioned customer care number on every container that we sell. People call up for enquiries. Customers also gives us suggestions about the processes and facts. We consider all those things too. Even if there are complaints, we address them and take action immediately. It is difficult for us to estimate the quantity of raw materials required for 1 year. We might have excess of some products or fall short of few others. So there are about 150 to 160 pickle industries in Karnataka which have come together to form an association, and we are taking it forward for our own good. We do outsourcing amongst ourselves. If there is an excess of goods with someone, we buy from them and vice versa. If we have excess, we give it to them. We kind of coordinate with each other and outsourcing become easy for all of us. Pickle Association head is in Hubballi, but everyone from nook and corner of the state are registered to it. As I told you initially, there are products made by natural raw materials. So they are born seasonal fluctuations. So this time due to Corona, we had a scarcity of mangoes. When there is excess of sunlight or excess of rainfall or cloudy weather, sometimes flowering might not happen properly. So when such problem arise, we try to adjust it somehow. Few people would have kept it in preserving solutions and might not be able to sell. So if there is extra stock, we exchange among ourselves. Generally, we can preserve for long. After certain time, it gets spoiled. We cannot use spoiled items. We have to throw it. We should be aware of the quantity prior to mixing. We have to be prepared for the same. We would have prepared as much as it would be needed till end of the year. We will know the approximate demand usually. We might get more demand. Fulfilling is our duty. Managing such risks is an art. This is not possible by everyone, but if you master the art, you succeed in the industry. That is key to any business. If you have the capacity of meeting the demands with timely production, may it be any industry, success is yours for sure. Demand includes production, distribution, and everything else. Retailers also come in customer category. We get feedback from them also. We closely follow the feedback. Even if phone facility is available, customers hesitate to call but let retailers know about the feedback or suggestions. The retailers then deliver them to us. So this is an interacting generation. Fulfilling customers' need is our duty. We take all the measures which can help us keep our customers happy, our retailers happy, because they are the main reason for us to sustain in the business and they give us sales and volumes. So taking their suggestion, working on the suggestion is always good. And we receive many letters. Many of them call us to give compliments too. Few of them say that we have been using your product from 25 to 30 years, and they give us an appreciation. We really feel happy about the kind of growth we had in the last couple of years. We started at a very small scale, and today we've grown so huge. So we started giving employment to people, and that really keeps us very happy and motivated all the time. If you're looking to get into a similar business, there are few things that you need to remember. You should be okay to take feedbacks. You should always ask feedback. Work closely with retailers and your customers. So these are the key points that you need to remember to start any business and to see a success in the business that you do.
In my father's generation, mango and lemon were the only two pickles that existed. But these days, there are many variety of pickles in the market, including veg and non-veg pickles. There are many kinds of pickles. When circumstances changed and when I took over the company in 1997, I felt only mango and lemon pickles are not sufficient. I always wanted to give a variety in the pickles, so I started off with the preparation of mixed pickle, citron, tomato pickle, and garlic pickles. These are the varieties of pickle I made. We started giving these pickle as samples in the market and in the retail shops. They started introducing the pickle to the customers by giving them samples to taste. After the customer tasting the pickle, and if they liked it, they would refer the product to 4 other people. And they used to promote the product telling that the pickle is of good quality. This is how the business takes off. And newly we have introduced the tomato and garlic pickle, and in Germany we have done the mixed pickle. Since mango season comes only once in a year, accumulating mangoes that cater for whole of the year's demand is a big challenge for us. Sometimes mangoes will not be available to cater the needs of 1 year. It will not be available here, but it will be in excess in some other place. In such times, we take mangoes from people who have it. Lemon is something which is available throughout the year, so we need not worry about that. During the mango season, we cut the fruits and keep the stock as much as required for 1 year. So throughout the year, we will have stock of the mango. Lemon and carrot for mixed pickles also will be cut and kept as stock sufficiently for 1 year. We store everything in drums for 1 year. We use oil and chili powder. We use only bad ghee chili. The chili comes from bad ghee itself. Sometimes we get chili powder directly, or we get whole chilies also. We get either of the two. If we pay them in advance, they will send us the materials. Otherwise, there is no way that they will dispatch the materials. For locally available items, if in case we have some acquaintances, they may lend us materials on loan for a week or so. Otherwise, oil, mustard seed, and other spices and materials required for the tempering should be purchased on daily day-to-day basis so that it will fulfill the 1 week's demand or a 15 days demand. Reason being, the rates of the materials will not stay the same throughout. They keep fluctuating daily. We do not change the selling price because when the materials were inexpensive, we would have got good profit. So when materials cost more, we don't put the burden on the customers. Our MRP remains the same even if the cost increases. We do not increase cost at any reason. We don't undergo any loss, but there might be a slight dip in the profit. But no matter what, we will never experience a loss. Pickle business is a business which can be done successfully. It can be done by anyone. We should totally avoid circumstances that might spoil the pickle in the factory. We have to follow certain procedures and take utmost care of it. We have to take good care of it. Otherwise, we will have to encounter stale products and we might also land up throwing it away. People who are planning to start the pickle business newly, I request you to follow the procedures properly. If you do not know, please visit CFTRI. If you pay a fees over there, they will provide you the complete technique, the process of pickle making, and all the information related to pickle making. If you follow the steps and procedures of pickle making, pickle will not be spoiled. Details of how to cut, how to store, and how long to store will be given to you with documentation to anyone who approaches CFTRI. So anyone can go to CFTRI. So anyone can bravely go ahead with the pickle business.
So you have learned so far about the making, the manufacturing of the pickle. Next, we have to learn about which pickle has more demand, or rather which pickle has less supply. So there could be a certain variety of pickle which is doing great business. There could be great demand for it, but the supply for the same could be very less. Whereas there might be another variety which could also be running very well, but the supply for it is more than the demand. How do you make sense of that? How to be in tandem with the distributors? What are the commission models? How is the pricing done? You can't be successful if you don't learn about these things in a business. However tasty your pickle might be, if you can't understand the management of supply, demand, and distribution in a particular business, you can't be successful. Our mentors will teach you all about that in our next session. Come back soon. Supply, demand, and distribution, these are all interconnected. If you have a good rapport with your distributor, he himself will explain this to you. Else, it is tough to understand. So it is important and critical to manage supply, demand, and distribution. Therefore, our mentors are going to share as many details with regards to this. Let's go and hear them all out. Come on.
We will know the approximate demand usually. We might get more demand also. Fulfilling is our duty. Managing such risk is an art that is not possible by everyone. But if you master the art, you succeed in the industry. That is key to any business. If you have the capacity of meeting the demands with timely production, may it be any industry, success is yours for sure. Demand includes production, distribution, and everything else. Retailers also come in customer category. We get feedback from them also. We closely follow the feedback. Even if phone facility is available, customers hesitate to call but let retailer know about the feedback or suggestions. The retailers then deliver them to us. So this is an interacting generation. Fulfilling customers' need is our duty. We make adjustments as and how they need. We also receive many letters. Many of them call us to give compliments. Few of them say that they've been using our products since 25 to 30 years and they give us appreciations. We could get to this level because of the quality we maintained and the service we provided to the customers and our retailers. With couple of years in this industry, we have set a goal and we could meet that. Now it's time for us to set a new goal and work towards meeting that goal. My team and I are working towards it.
When the demand is more, there is no problem. When the demand is less, that is when we should consider it as a problem because we have the raw material stock piled up. We have to convert the stock piled up into pickle and we have to sell it. Raw materials are always available in abundance, so we need not worry about the raw materials at all. As and when the products get sold, raw materials will be purchased and after that it will be stocked. When the demand comes down, you need to understand that the quality of the product has come down. Why the customers are not purchasing the pickle? What is the reason behind it? Why is the demand come down? Till now, we will always know the approximate amount of demand we get every month. When it comes down, we have to think of it. We have to analyze the reason behind it. We have to analyze if there is any problem in the marketing department, or we have to find about the reasons and we have to try giving a solution. Apart from that, we go by the approximate demand which is created usually every month. Once the final process of packaging the pickle and labeling of the container is done, the delivering of packages to the agencies, distributors or retailers will be our responsibility completely. Till we deliver the packages to them, it will be our responsibility. If we have our own vehicle, we load it with the packages and we take it to the place of the distributors or agencies and we unload it in front of their shops. After that, we have to do many follow-ups with them to know whether they are marketing our product properly or not. If not, We need to inquire why the sales has come down, whereas we used to get a minimum turnover of 1 lakh every month. Why is the sale not happening properly? We need to give regular updates to them, and we also question them too. Once we know the reason for the dip in sales, we need to rectify and analyze the problem behind it. And then, after giving a solution, we have to get back to the same pace of sales by finding a solution. Whatever is month's demand, we take an order from them and deliver the products according to their requirements. If the distributor is not interested in the dealership, if they wish to end the business, they have to clear our previous products and they have to give us a check to clear our financial differences. At last, we collect the check, we deposit to the bank to encash it. As the bills are generated, payment will be through check. When a new person or a stranger comes to do business with us, we do not encourage giving credits to them. When a new dealer or a customer comes to purchase a product, we ask them to taste the product, and if they like it, they will have to buy it by paying us in full, as we do not encourage credits. This is how we recover the full payment. Or if they place a bulk order, we take 1 week's time from them. By then, they have to make 50% payment initially. Later, when the products are ready, only after they making us a full payment, we will be able to deliver the goods. Chances of products getting left over without getting sold are very less. We need to find out what is the reason behind not being sold. If the distributors have not distributed the products to the retail shops, for any reason, we will not be taking back the products because it is their mistake and their responsibility completely. We come to know when we go to the market or when we send the marketing team to the shops to see how the process is going on. We'll come to know when the marketing team reaches the shop and when they say that the products have not reached them at all. When the shop people tell us that the product has never been marketed to them, that is when we will come to know where the problem lies. If it is not sold because of the quality issues, we take up the responsibility, but not when the products have never reached the retail shops at all. Yes, sir, we have expiry date for our products. Big companies take ISO, but it is not mandatory. Companies who want to register under ISO do it for a brand name, but we have not taken ISO. We have a 12 months expiry date for the products. You can keep it for 1 year and you can use it.
How we fulfill the demands of the customers is that we get the orders over the phone itself. All the customers we have are known and are old. They give us a definite order. They tell us certain amount of mango pickle, certain number of half kg of bottles, certain number of quarter kg bottles. Mixed pickles are of this much demand. They send us the list of products and we make sure to cater to their orders. Some customers from Kerala come here directly to buy the stock. Vehicles from Kerala come here daily to purchase vegetables. So they even buy our products and take it back in their vehicle. Apart from this, people from Tamil Nadu, Kodluru and Ooty come here and buy product. Apart from that, we have 2 to 3 vehicles of our own, which we send to Bangalore, Mysuru, Hassan, and bills will be given to the drivers. They collect the amount and come back. This is how it is going on. We have very good interaction with the customers. Sir, there are customers who I have not even seen and I do business with them over the phone only. They collect numbers from somewhere and call us and we supply to them. We have a good relationship with them. Till date, we do not have a single black mark in our business. We hope to continue in the same way. Khadi board associations conduct few exhibitions where they gave an award. I have not taken any award on my own. When they organize exhibitions in Bangalore, Mysore, Hassan, Davangere, Channapatna, Gulbarga, we have participated everywhere and had good business too. When they give the award universally, I have received many of them. There are people who, by looking at our factory, have set up and running factories of their own. There are people who have failed too. It has become a base for our life. Most people who come with the raw materials, they prefer to buy the finished products always, and this has become the practice in our factory.
We keep the stocks ready and supply it whenever needed. Distributing can be done in two ways. We have our own vehicles in which we supply the goods to the retailers. Secondly, we have to get into our wholesalers and retailers chain to move our products. The third and the latest way is through online marketing. We take up orders online and deliver. We also have our own app where we take orders from customers. This is something we have just started. We meet the demands with equal supply, but the process of bringing will be done in prior. Giving credits depends upon the customers and the volume of their orders. Depending on that, sometimes we give credit and sometimes we do not. We have to be ready for taking up huge risks. Profit only is not our prime concern. We deliver what's required and focus on getting things in the best quality ever.
You heard them, how our mentors manage supply, demand, and distribution. I have a suggestion to add though. If you think your product is really good, just do this. Create a Facebook page and an Instagram page for it, where your customers can write about your pickles, how tasty they are, how well they like them, how much they enjoy them, testimonials, a video on that, a picture. Let them post it all there. That way, you automatically end up increasing your sales. And don't stop selling online, because just offline distribution cannot sustain you long term. Distribute online. Many people buy good pickles online these days. Like if I want to buy a pickle and I go to a store nearby and ask which one is fast moving, the shopkeeper could well suggest a brand which he hasn't cleared for a while. However, if it's an online store, people who have bought previously would have posted their reviews and rating there. I can read directly as to who has liked which brand for what from those reviews. What's the customer opinion? Therefore, please check and collect customer reviews and opinions online. It's important. Now, what we are due to learn next is how to fix the price for our pickles. Then, how to manage the accounting and finance of our business. This, our mentors are going to share in our next session. It is interesting. Let's learn from them. Come back soon. I'm waiting. Beat any product in the market, especially in India, no matter how good your product is, people first check the price. In case if someone is selling a particular product at 350 rupees and you are selling it at 500 rupees, which one are they likely to buy? More likely, the one which costs 350, irrespective of the quality. Or else, the product should be exceptionally good. If they have already tasted the 350 rupees worth product, they haven't liked it, only then will they go and try the 500 rupees worth product. Otherwise, usually, the customer prefers to experiment with the cheaper one. So that is why pricing becomes important. Our mentors have managed this very well. Pricing, business, inflow and outflow of cash, salary disbursement, purchase of raw materials, accounting, how is it done? If not, how will you file income tax? Compliance needs to be taken care of. All these things are going to be taught by our mentors. Come over.
For any product, there is always a market value. Every company has its own way of pricing, considering the cost of raw materials and expenses incurred for its preservation. We fix a price. There are many varieties. Each of them costs different from other. For example, tender mangoes cost 170 rupees. Everything depends on the procurement cost that has incurred. Lemon pickle costs 70 rupees. So it keeps changing variety to variety. It will not remain same. It is never fixed. It depends. There will be a lot of difference from one brand to another. Our price might be high or might be low compared to other brands. Fixing the price depends on the product. Some people price it high depending on the quality. Chilies are available at 250 to 300 rupees to 60 rupees per kg. We need to study the retailer and customer feedback and change whatever is required. I have not had loss till now. I have never kept a business target as such. I advise the upcoming people also the same. Do not buy extra raw materials. Buy only how much is required. In that way, you can supply better quality, fresh product to your customers.
Many try to reason out before setting up a factory. Or why create a new product? Instead, why shouldn't we piggyback on an existing successful brand? We could take up a franchisee or even become a distributor. That's fine. But in the long term, you wouldn't have created anything. Creating your own product is always a different height. When you have your own production, someone else from a particular district or a taluk might come and ask for your franchise. Wouldn't that be better? But is that possible? How is it done? Does it have an agreement? Or have our mentors done that? And also, how do we brand our products? How do we reach out to people? Will we need to give out advertisements in the newspapers and TV? How do we do all that? All these will be shared by our mentors now, and they will also talk about customer support and how customers need to be taken care of. Let's go back to our mentors. Come.
We on our own have not set up any showroom, but our products are being exhibited and sold in others' showroom. Among them, one in Kalidasa Road, Mysuru and MCC Complex, Mangalore has a store named after Suruchi Distributors, exclusively for our product sale. Apart from that, there is one store called as Healthy Food Tech in Malleshwaram 3rd Cross, Bangalore. They order from us and sell the product. So, at present, we have given 3 to 4 franchise of our products in Karnataka. We have treated them as distributors so that they manage the marketing and sale by themselves. There is one in Horanadu, Hassan, KR Nagar. There is a small showroom in Mandya, Gundlupete. All of these are exclusively for our product. Apart from that, we have a sales vehicle which acts as a mobile shop in Mysuru. It travels all over Mysuru. In some places, it does both retail and wholesale business. The Kalidasa Road counter, people are managing this mobile shop. So, we need not worry about it. We have never done promotions or advertisements for our brand till date. Whatever business we have, it is purely due to our quality and taste and due to word of mouth. Customers themselves have played the role of promoters here. Hereafter, if we think of expanding our business, then we will definitely need TV and other media. Without all those, it is difficult to do business these days. Till date, whatever customers we have will stay forever. There is no doubt in that. If we want to expand our customer base, we have to take the help of TV, paper, and other media. Through this, we have to reach people. We participate in exhibitions regularly. Khadi board conducts exhibitions in all places for about 6 months every year. They cover places from Delhi to Bombay to Gulbarga. Put up the exhibitions. We have also been Pragati Maidan in Delhi. Apart from that, we have been to Gulbarga, Bangalore, and Mysore. We have participated in each and every place. It is conducted in Bangalore and Mysuru every year. So, we go and participate there for about 15 days to 1 month. We have good business and good promotion everywhere. This is the one which is mainly made our business improve. 1 or 2 online marketers have approached us, but we are yet to work in that direction. We have not sent our products anywhere out of country till now, but they have carried it there. We have heard from people saying Your products are there in America too, but we haven't sent any. People might have carried it. We have a customer care unit in our counter. If there are any complaints or inquiries, our team tries to resolve them at the earliest.
No, sir. We have not given franchisee to anyone. We do not have any idea of giving it in the near future also. To an extent, we have used newspapers for promotion, but TV medium is a bit too expensive for us. We are stressing more on social media marketing because, irrespective of age, these days most of the people are active on social media. So, we are giving importance to social media marketing. We have exported our products to Dubai. We have supplied our pickles to many districts of North Karnataka, to many districts in South Karnataka also. We sell products to Tamil Nadu and Delhi. We export our products to Dubai. Customer care unit has a contact number. We attend to any queries on that number. As we say, food never goes out of fashion. The food industry will never die. So, in that, pickle is the most special item of the staple food. Therefore, the demand for pickles will never ever come down. So, when we monitor the cost and selling price, and if we are bound to not compromise on the quality of the product, there is definitely a future for this business.
See, if we give the quality products, no industry will reject it. We can never say whether it will be a success or failure. If customers like it, then brand doesn't count for the success. This is my experience, sir. Amazon has approached us for future tie-ups, but we have to see how to manage our production for that. Because if we sign up, we have to match up that level of producing on a large scale. Some of our customers are abroad, like America and other countries. They visit us when they are on vacation or on duty. They carry our products with them. They directly come to our counter to purchase our pickles. Indians who have settled abroad, like Dubai, they come and buy our products. People in Dubai also like our pickles. In case if any of their friends are coming to India, they order for our products to send with them. Not only people living here, our people living in abroad also like our pickle, and they get it whenever it is possible.
Pickle business has lot of scope for franchisee. I use Just Dial for marketing. Apart from that, I have not used any medium for promotion. No, I don't have any problems from Just Dial. I have been getting profitable business from them. When people search for numbers on Just Dial, they find your contact and a lot of them have purchased our products.
So, did you just listen how our mentors stressed many a time on how important customer support is? You have heard our mentors give you so many tips so far on why and how to start and flourish in the pickle business. In our next session, they have some final golden words for you. Just for you. Come back very soon. Even I am keen on hearing them. I'm waiting. Come back. After listening to the stories of all our mentors as to how they built their businesses and the industry and how they grew in their businesses, I'm guessing that you simply can't wait to start this business and are determined to do it. If you're keen on succeeding in this industry, then you must follow the tips and suggestions given in this session. It's critical what they've shared on how to do, the important qualities that you should focus upon, all those things that they're going to share in this session. Please watch. Come back later. I have some tips of my own.
None of the businesses is a cakewalk. This is the fact that everyone has to accept. There is a lot of pain and hurdles. Only if we have the self-confidence and the strength to sustain anything and pursue in this field should we enter the business. If you have a mindset of stepping back, if you face any problems, please do not enter the business. My sincere advice to anyone, especially to women entrepreneurs, because whatever you do will have an effect on your family. So only if you have the determination should you start the venture. Once you step into the field, success will definitely follow you. Until then, you have to cultivate the patience to wait and build the strength to face all the problems. When a woman has to balance her family, children, and a business, she will face more problems than men. We can prioritize and balance everything out here. But sometimes it so happens that our presence will be inevitable in both businesses as well as in the family. When situations like this come up, we have to manage it without losing our mental balance. For example, in my case, in my journey of business, there was a fire accident when I completely could not look into my business at all. In those times, since there was a second line management and a system which was already running over here, my business could survive. So we should develop a system to work through, and the second line management should be there. So that in the future, if I'm not present, business should be up and running. Only then a business will be successful. We have to focus on the market development. That will be our future plan, because Western Ghats and the crops that grow here are very special. This speciality should be induced in Mathura products and should get a worldwide recognition. This is my dream. We are just in the initial stages of making that dream into a reality. The journey is still very long. I have the desire to find success in that path, and I am pursuing accordingly. Apart from pickles, we sell masala powders. We have that category. All the South Indian masala powders like rasam, sambar powder, wangibaat powder, puliyogre powder, and bisibelebaat powder. Along with this, we sell pure spice powders like turmeric powder, chili powder, coriander powder, cumin powder. Also, we have health powders like kashaya powder. This has a lot of demand these days because if we want good health, we have to follow our grandmother's recipes. So it has a lot of demand. We have plans of developing many more health powders. Along with that, instant recipe mixes like what today's society is in need of. We have rice idli mix, rava idli mix, madur vada mix, uddin vada mix, rava dosa mix, rice dosa mix. Everything that a kitchen should have for breakfast, we do all those recipes. Snacks also we prepare like chakli, nippat, avalakki chuda, mixture. We have this category also. We also do papads, which is a staple requirement of any homes. We have flavors like sweet potato, avalakki, millets, because millets has a lot of demand today. We have millets flavor in snacks like chakli and millets khara. Along with this, we do chutneys like coriander chutney, fenugreek leaves chutney, pudina chutney, jams and sauces. Totally, we have about 54 different products being produced in our factory.
When we use the same raw materials in the same proportion for preparing the product, chances of taste varying are very remote. Since we are maintaining the taste and quality, according to me, this business has a long way to go. My children can continue the legacy. I can confidently say pickle business has life. I can say pickle business is a live business. There is no problem until and unless we maintain our standards. So, even to aspiring pickle businessmen, I advise them to definitely go ahead with this, provided we must work hard and find market for our business. Starting the business is not a big deal, but your product should be accepted universally by the customers. Everyone should like the taste. In that way, if you proceed, you will be successful. There is no doubt about it. Our products are only sold in fixed outlets now.
Definitely, future is good in this business. As I told you earlier, we are selling for a very tiny part of India. In the whole length and breadth of India, we have thousands of villages and towns. So there is opportunity and market is very wide. I would like to grow till that stage like every other industry. I will let them know the facts. I will let them know the condition and pros and cons and leave the decision to them. If they are confident enough, they can go forward. I have advised many people not to get into production. I will give you the product. You sell it, feel it. Then if you like it, go ahead with the production. And there are few people who have taken and sold my products and gone ahead with their own business. It may be their skill and techniques. We have to look after our business like a child. Without that, it won't run or grow. We need to have its back always. In bigger companies, they will have separate wings for each stages like quality control and all that. But for a small scale business, we have to take care of all by ourselves. Failure in any stage is a failure of the whole industry. I wish to do this business on a large scale too. No business is easy. But if you focus, determine your time into it, it is possible to make any business achieve its success. It's very much possible.
There is a good feature in this field. As I said earlier, quality must be maintained and taste should never change. We should maintain our initial taste. If done so, future is bright. Next, I have thought of going into online business. If someone desires to take up, it is bit complicated and not so easy. We have to maintain hygiene and do it in a proper way. You have to be loyal to it. It is like penance. If you study everything before doing, you will definitely succeed. You should not use any chemicals. Natural, hygienic and good quality products must be used. Whatever ingredients we use, everything should be natural. We have a big shed, but the area is not sufficient for us right now. It is a bit congested. We are planning to have more space and expand our business to a higher level.
The pickle industry will definitely be growing. There is no question of business coming down. We can come up with more varieties. People will be able to do new innovations in this business and grow, and the business will never see a dip. People can start this confidently because there are many opportunities in it. There is no question of loss or shutting down of the pickle business as far as I have seen. From the day I took over the business, I have always dreamt of taking this business to next level. I want to introduce many more varieties of pickle. I need to do branding and marketing to a level where I can export my products to different countries. My thought is that people who are in this business and who are dependent on this business should always be benefited by this business. For example, if I have 10 agencies for the business now, I aspire to have 20 to 50 more agencies. I always dream to expand my production level to cater the demand created in the market.
So, did you listen to those golden words that they had to share? What I want to add is that business is nothing less than a penance. It is not something that you do for trivial pocket expenses. I've seen many people do this, I'll make some pickles, sell them, and buy a sari or a pair of bangles out of it. Please understand, it does not work that way. Those are all byproducts. They can't be your reason or motivation. You should get an award for your pickle business. People should know you, recognize you for your pickles. You should get written about in the newspapers and TV. Likewise, study everything. Build your business. Scale it up. You focus to make your business successful. I wish you the greatest of success. With that note, I'm concluding this course. May the force be with you.